Good morning, accounting kids. We're going to start on page 345 here. And today we're going to determine how much to take out of people's paychecks for taxes. So the name of this section is 12.2, determining payroll tax withholding. We're going to figure out what their federal withholding amount is, so money taken out for federal taxes, Social Security, and Medicare. Social Security is your retirement plan by the government, and Medicare is insurance for 65 or older. Okay, a little different for each person when each one of your employees, and you tax them based off if they're married, single, divorced, how many dependents. So read through page 345. I'm going to go to page 346 here. At the top, you have a W-4 form, which is what an employee fills out once they're hired. It'll tell you if they're married, single, divorced, how many children or dependents. Dependents are people that depend on you for survival. These are things you all mark in a box there, and that will definitely affect how you are taxed. If you read there on page 346, the information used to determine is the amount of income tax withheld is identified on the W-4 form. Employees withholding allowance certificate, a deduction from total earnings for each person legally supported by a taxpayer, including the employee, is called withholding allowances. Okay. Scrolling down, the larger number of withholding allowances claims, the smaller amount of income tax withheld. So the more people that depend on you or more allowances, the smaller the amount of income tax that is taken out. At the top there, that's what a W-4 form looks like. Okay. Now, if you look on page 347 and page 348, there is two salmon pinkish colored tables. On these two tables, one is single, the one on page 347 is single, the other one on 348 is for a married person. You will use these to pull numbers from to complete the work together and the application problems for this section. So we will do that. Let me kind of explain it to you. Down the left side is the different amounts of money somebody could make per month. And then across the top is the allowances. It starts at 0 and goes all the way to 10. Okay. So you kind of read it like you read a chart. So let's say I made $122 in my paycheck. Okay. And I have three allowances and I'm single. So I go over to the left side here. I made 123. So I'm at least at 120, but I'm less than 125. I'd fall in that category. So I get to that line, then I go count over to the three allowances, and I scroll over and see where they meet, and it would be 0. Okay, lots of times it'll be a number. If you look down here, you can see obviously single people are taxed. It seems like a little less if you flip it over compared to married people, because married people typically have more income. Flip it over to the marriage side. Let's say I make $990. So I go down, I find where I would fall. There's a 980, so I'm more than that. At least I'm at least at 980, but I'm less than 1,000. So I'm at 990. I'd fall in there. Let's say I have 4 dependents. I'd scroll over, and it looks like I'd take out $14. So that's how you read those the married and the single federal withholding taxes chart. And you're going to need to be able to use those to complete the first answers in the work together and application problem. Good place to stop. Next video will teach you how to calculate the other taxes.